What's Indian street food? Like, what makes it street food? Like, is it so...
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Breaking Rice with Bites. I'm here with Asana, Eden, and Vivi, and we're here in the Little Italy neighborhood of Chicago on this beautiful spring day, and we're here to check out Tuk Tuk Indian street food. It sounds so good, I'm so hungry. Let's go check it out. Guys, look at all this food. Everything looks so good. We have this huge spread here. But before we dig in and break rice, let's ask Eden to tell us a little bit more about where we are and why she brought us here.
So we are at Tuk Tuk Indian Street Food, and one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to bring you guys here is because it's street food. And I feel like a lot of people don't really know a lot about Indian street food, and it's one of my favorite things. So yeah.
What's Indian street food? Like, what makes it street food? Like, is it so...
Okay, so I would say my thought is that a lot of this is street food because it's quick and easy. Some of these things, they do take time to make, like, let's say, you know, like the chole from the chole bhature, like, you know, that will take some time, which is like just the gravy over there. It does take time to prepare, but it's really fast to put together. I think that's what makes it street food, really.
Before we dig in and devour all this delicious food, for you viewers out there who don't know, Eden is on our marketing team and she helps us coordinate all of this. So today we wanted her to bring us to eat some of her own native dishes and tell us a little bit more about that. That being said, why don't you tell our viewers a little bit more about yourself?
So I'm originally from India, and I am both North Indian and South Indian. So I grew up eating both the foods, but mostly North Indian food. I really wanted to bring you guys here because they have a variety of both North Indian and South Indian street food. So I could kind of show you both sides of me, and you know, you get to eat all this delicious food.
Yeah, guys, she's been raving about this for days and everything looks really good, smells really delicious. I'm super hungry. I think we all are getting a little hangry, so let's break rice.
It only took us 20 minutes. All right, so over here we have literally my childhood dish. Okay. It's called chole bhature, and this is the bhatura, which is like a bread, and this is the chole. You essentially find this in there's these things called dhabas in Punjab. It's like a shack almost. Okay. It's not really like entirely street food, but you know, they have buildings, but they're kind of just randomly on the side of the road, you know?
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, this is where you go to get it. That's
okay.
So good. Like when you're traveling and stuff and you're just taking a road trip or whatever, you just stop on the side of the street and you get the best masala chai and chole bhature. So I'm gonna tell you how to eat it because a lot of people don't know how to actually eat our flatbreads. So basically, first you're gonna rip a part out. So this is how I like to do it. Fold it. Okay, just gonna literally scoop it in there. Here you go.
Oh my God. That was so mean.
So this dish is a dosa, but we specifically got pori masala dosa. So the whole thing is dosa, like this is dosa, okay? And then pori is basically, you can kind of see it. It's the powder that's put in there, and then the masala is the potato filling.
Okay, so it's got a potato filling.
Yeah, because sometimes you can just get a dosa without, if it's a plain dosa, there's no potato filling. And then this is sambar, which is like a lentil dish. You kind of eat it in the same way, where you break it off, and then you dip or scoop, and then try it. So here, let me just show the camera. The pori, that's like the brown powder that you see in there. That's red, not brown. I like to wrap it up a little, especially when there's because the potato filling is only in between. Also, I want to add that my grandma makes the best sambar. Nobody else can make it better. And then dip it in the chutney.
Dip and Vivi.
Lots of chutney. Are you ready?
Yum. Since nobody wants to feed me, I'll have to try my own. So I rip a piece. And then I show it to the camera. This is the puri, the red powder inside. Dip in,
you can like scoop it. This is called the sambar.
Scoop it in the sambar.
It's not chickpea, it's lentils.
Lentils.
Yeah.
Lentils, so it's the lentils. And then this is the chutney.
Ooh, that crunch.
Pardon.
He said,
Very good, very good. Guys, everything is so good. This is like, right? But this is like the most variety of Indian food that I've ever had. You can tell that there are some differences, right? Can you tell us a little bit more?
I would say that one of the biggest differences is in the spices that I use. So obviously there's like overlap of spices in both cuisines.
Right.
In North Indian cuisine, you'll find things like cumin, you'll find things like fenugreek, you'll find things like coriander, right? And then in South Indian food, you'll find things like curry leaves, you'll find mustard seeds, you'll find tamarind. So it tends to be a little more tangier.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
yeah, you can taste that.
It,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you can taste that. Now that we learned a little bit about the different varieties of Indian cuisine there are, and you can see, guys, there's so much and so much flavor. I want to talk a little bit more about what brought you to us and the Bites team.
So yeah, so my background is in psychology. That's what I studied in undergrad. While I was in undergrad, I was also obviously very interested in the arts. I've always been in music my entire life, literally since I was born. So then I decided that as much as I love psychology, I really wanted to pursue my creative side, and I decided to go back to grad school. And I got my graduate degree in arts, entertainment, and media management. And then it was time to get a job. And I had been doing content creation for a lot of years, been in marketing for quite a few years now, and I saw the job posting for Bites, and I really thought about it and said, what better way to live my life than to make content for an Asian restaurant, truly, because obviously I love Asian food a lot in general.
Wow, I didn't know that you've done so much. I didn't know that you're that smart. No, you can cut that out. But so since that you have accomplished so much in your short life here on the planet Earth, what would be your advice to our younger viewers looking to find success?
As cliched as this sounds, follow your dreams. But you also need to know, and this is where you have to also be realistic, because you need to know that it's not always going to be what you expect. So you need to learn to manage your expectations, but go for it.
Wow, words of wisdom from Eden. Well, thank you for bringing us here. Everything was delicious. We got to learn so much about Indian cuisine and Indian culture. Everything was so good. And we want to give out a big thank you to Tuk Tuk Indian Street Food for having us today. We want to thank you guys for joining us today. And if you guys like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment below where you want to see us go next, and follow for more. Dhanyavad!
That's so cringe. I hate it.
You told us to do it.
I know.